Hey there.
Hello.
Welcome into this week's edition of Focus on Film. We got a lot to talk about today, as always.
I'm feeling a little deja vu.
I know. It's weird.
It's a little funny.
We'll get right into the box office and, yeah.
See how things are doing.
Yeah. Number 5 is Love and Other Drugs. Number 4 is Unstoppable. Number 3 is Burlesque, which I'm a little surprised about. Number 2 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And number 1 is Tangled!
It's like Jenga.
It is kind of like Jenga. Love and Other Drugs.
This isn't doing good.
It's not doing very good. I'm surprised a little.
Why do you think it's not doing good?
I don't know, because it got quite a bit of promotion. I mean,
it
like
did.
Every movie I went to in the theater, this
I
played
saw
before
the
it. Yeah. And it looked funny, and it's got a good cast.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal, but I don't want to see it because I don't think I like his character. You're real arrogant.
Yeah, but
thinks he's on top of the world.
I think he changes though.
I know,
throughout.
but you've seen that so many times.
It's a bit Jerry Maguire-ish.
And not a huge fan of Anne Hathaway.
I like her. I loved her in Get Smart.
I mean, she's a great actress, but I'm just not a huge fan. So
Okay. Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I don't know.
Even though it's wrong.
And Unstoppable is fading pretty quick.
Yeah, but I heard it's great, and I still want to see it.
I still want to see it too.
And like our theaters had it forever, and I haven't been able to get to it. It's because of the snow. The snow kept me away.
Yeah, you live 5 minutes away from the theater. So.
Number 3, Burlesque. I'm not interested in seeing.
But maybe it's good because it's doing good.
Yeah.
It's doing decent. It's in the middle of our box office list.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, if you're right below Harry Potter.
I think it's kind of like Chicago, which I loved.
Yeah.
I loved Chicago, and I think Christina Aguilera has a very amazing voice, even though I'm not really into her music.
Wow.
I do. I think her voice is really good. That is my opinion.
She lip syncs quite a bit.
Okay.
This is a movie show.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we'll move on.
And Harry Potter, we reviewed last time, and so you know my opinion and Tyler's
It's
opinion
awesome.
on that.
Go see it if you haven't.
Exactly.
And
number 1 is Tangled, which I was going to say something and I forgot.
Well, we'll talk about it in a few
Yeah.
minutes. So.
Okay, so he's going to review it. And opening this week, The Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. The Tourist is also opening. The Tempest, The Fighter, and The Company Men.
The.
Yeah, there's a trend in movies nowadays where I think they're all starting with the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Makes it hard to find in alphabetical order.
It does, because they're all just, there's only a T section.
Yeah.
There's no other letters.
Yeah.
But you're excited about the Chronicles of Narnia.
I am. I read the books, even though I didn't read them when I was a child. I read them after the movies came out, so they are children's books. So they're.
I've only seen the films.
Yeah.
And I was a little disappointed about the last film, so I don't know if I'll see this one or not.
The second one wasn't as great, but the third one, I am looking forward to this one. This was my favorite book out of the series. So, yeah, it's either going to be really good and really exciting, or it's going to let me down.
Yeah.
So, get fingers crossed that it's good. Also, yeah, the acting I think will be better in this because it's the 2 younger children. I think they were kind of the driving force of the.
Yeah, the older ones were a little bit dry.
Yeah, they weren't as good. I don't know. Maybe their imagination was dried up.
And they're a little older for, I think, the audience.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of a children's movie.
Right.
So I think the audience identifies more with the younger actors.
Yeah, I agree. Any of these others you want to talk about? We talked about The Company Men a couple of weeks ago.
The Tourist, Johnny Depp, I love him, so I might see it.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of offsetting for me. I might go see it. And then, so yeah, let's get into our reviews.
All right. So first is Tangled. I've been saying for weeks that I'm going to go see it. I finally saw it, and I'm so glad I did. It's rated PG. It's made by Disney. Lasts about 100 minutes. It stars Mandy Moore and Zachary Levy.
I think it's Levi. I
Levi.
believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the jeans.
Like the jeans, Levi jeans. So Disney likes to take original stories written a long time ago. Little Mermaid, all these princesses, things like that. So they finally made their way to Rapunzel, and it's based on the story. I don't know how much because I don't know the original Rapunzel story. So they finally made it to Rapunzel, and I think they did a great job.
So it is an animated movie. So is it?
It is animated.
Well, adults obviously you enjoyed it, so adults will like it.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of shoot-'em-up movies and a lot of action movies, and it's good and refreshing to see a really good children's movie once in a while that adults enjoy. That's one of the reasons I was so excited to see it, because from seeing the trailers, I knew this was going to be sort of like a palate cleanser between all the summer action blockbusters and stuff, and I enjoyed it so much.
Is it sad, funny? What is it?
It's hilarious. One thing I wanted to bring up was that you'll be laughing at just the animation. Like, there'll be times where there's not even really a joke, and the animation in this is so well done that they know. Like, now they're getting so good at putting a lot of the comedy in just the visuals. Like, one of the characters is a horse, and a lot of times in Disney movies the animals will speak, but this horse does not talk. So they used his mannerisms and his facial expressions to completely convey what he's thinking and feeling. So he doesn't need to speak, and he's just a hilarious character too.
Okay. Well, I also saw a Disney movie.
But yours was not so good.
It was not that great. It was The Sorcerer's Apprentice. This just came out on DVD, and it's rated PG, so it is a kids' movie. Disney also. Runtime of 109 minutes, and which I think is kind of getting a little bit long for a Disney movie for kids. A little bit.
Well, was this one really for kids? Because it looked like it had a lot of action in it.
Well, it did have a lot of action in it, but the storyline was a lot for kids, and the comedy that was in it would be something kids would laugh at.
Okay.
Like, the main character is just kind of he's kind of, I don't want to say a loser, but he's kind of a nerd, and he gets scared really easy, and something happens to him, and he's just like, I mean, everything was overacted, kind of thing. So it's something kids would laugh at.
Was it funny, or did it just border on silly?
It bordered on silly. The graphics and everything, the special effects were really good. I really liked that. Nicolas Cage is also in it, and he's losing his touch. I don't like him anymore.
Make National Treasure 3.
Yes.
That's what we want. We want that Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
We don't want, I'm going to be in every crappy action movie ever, Nicolas Cage. Stop it.
Yeah, it wasn't good. John Turteltaub was the director, and I like his stuff usually, but...
what else has he done?
Yeah, I knew you asked me that. Put me on the spot.
Well, that's all right.
I want to say he was National Treasure, wasn't he?
Was he?
I want to say that. I think.
Well, stop making crap like this. Make good films.
Okay, so good for kids, not that great for adults.
Let me say real quick, Tangled, it's good for older kids. Don't take your little kids, because when I was in the theater, it seemed like all the little kids were just crying and getting up and walking around. They weren't enjoying it. Take, 9 and 10-year-olds maybe, but not like the 2 or 3-year-olds.
And also, if you take your kids, don't let them have the light-up shoes.
Don't let them have the shoes that when you hit them on things, they strobe light, because that was happening the whole time.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so moving on, we've got one more review. This is not really a review. This is more talking about special features, but Inception just came out.
It has just come out, and if you didn't see it, shame on you, because I think it was the best movie of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It was very cool, very original, awesome. So I rewatched it last night after I bought it. I bought it on Blu-ray.
Was it just as amazing?
It was probably even more so because it was on Blu-ray.
Because it was high quality.
Beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And so the special features are, there's an extraction mode, which I haven't done yet because you have to watch the entire movie in this mode, and it pops up and tells you different things,
so
different
cool
facts
like pop-up
and stuff.
video.
Basically, which I think will be really good, but I just haven't gotten around to watching that yet. There's also a documentary on lucid dreaming, which was very interesting.
Which is, if you're into that sort of thing, it's a very neat subject.
Yeah. They have the soundtrack on there. They have a couple of comic book different things. One comic book is kind of the prologue of the movie is kind of how they get into the situation they're into.
See, I'm not interested in that. I wanted to see behind the scenes how they pulled off the shots.
Yeah.
How they, did this. That's what I wanted to see, and that's not on there.
No,
so,
I was a bit disappointed by the special features.
So I might wait to get this because I want to see if they come out with another edition.
There was something really cool on there, though. It wasn't like the effect that you got wasn't that great, but it was cool because they had a sticker on the case. And you take a picture of it with your phone, and you text message it to a certain thing, and they text message you back this code, and you punch in the code while you're watching the movie, and it pops up with the comic book.
It's too much work for me. That's too much.
It was
I want to pop in the DVD.
I thought it was kind of cool.
That is cool.
Even though the payoff wasn't great, but it was cool. So also we've got a little bit more information to get to you in a very short amount of time.
Let's get to it quick. Coming soon.
TRON Legacy, Yogi Bear, How Do You Know, Rabbit Hole, and Casino Jack.
TRON, I'm very excited for.
TRON, Yogi Bear.
The Yogi Bear's down.
Maybe good for kids. This week on Blu-ray and DVD, Inception, like we said, Shrek Forever After, Restrepo, I believe is how that is pronounced, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Law and Order Season 8. So, if you're a Law and Order fan, Season 8 is out now.
Get it.
Get it. And so that's about it for us.
If you have any questions or comments, email us. Email will be down here. So,
right along there.
Send us a message. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we're doing something wrong. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to see us talk about.
Yep. So if you have any ideas for the show, like you said, email us, and we'll be excited to hear your comments. So thank you for watching, and we will send it back to the studio with Carla and Tom.